Why do I keep getting stuff in blue?
I'm blue, I've been deed, I've been died, 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 I've been deed, I've been died.
What's up everyone, my name is Bret, and sometimes I wear a beret, and this is the Worker Talon magazine. This was sent to me by NF Strike to review the magazine and the adapter. Yes, that's right, I am getting stuff in blue still. I don't know why, but hey, if the song will get stuck in your head, so be it. But I do have a bit of a confession to make, and this is going to shock a lot of you, I'm sure. I don't use half darts, like at all. So this is an interesting time for me, where I see the katanas have been very popular, and now we're getting a new style of half dart magazines. We obviously have other magazines that exist that are regular magazine size, but are meant for half darts, but this is something a little bit different. Again, very reminiscent to the Katana magazines. And Katana still exists, it's just that a lot of people have been finding them harder to get a hold of. So this seems like it might be the change. Now, you've probably already seen some stuff about these if you haven't picked one up yourself, but the back is actually thicker than the front, so you can tell without actually looking at it which way is the front and which way is the back, which is nice because the arrow on the side may not be as easy to see. Unlike the Katana, you cannot access the inside. It is just one solid piece molded together. And the adapter has no mag release for magazine, which is different. And it's also more forward. But the question remains then, which is better? The Talon or the Katana? And I am probably the worst person to offer my advice, which is why I don't know why you're trusting my review on this, but from my perspective, I'm just curious, does it work? Is this something that I might be interested in investing in compared to Katana Mags? Though Katana Mags are kind of hard to come by. No, they're not too hard. OutofDarts is now stocking them, so it was not impossible for me to get something to compare it to. What I see right off the bat as being kind of funny, where people were like, oh, this is gonna kill Katana magazines, is that I can fit this in a lot more things right off the bat compared to this. Now, that's probably because this is right down the center and this one is more forward. When I feel the difference is obviously a little bit different. This one flexes a little bit more because it does have this channel open in the center, so you can access that, which might actually be nice for clearing jams should I get one. We'll have to find out. And of course, the mag release. So what will both of these work in? Well, I'll tell you, the CETA. This will work in the CETA. And ironically, that looks pretty darn good if I do say so myself. Thanks, worker. And this should also work in the CETA. Whoa, look at that. What a surprise. Oh, shoot. If I could learn how to use it, that would be great. So this will be a blaster to test things with. Obviously, I'm doing one magazine from each, so it's not gonna be an amazing test, but for my purposes, I'm just kind of curious to see how they both feel. So both seem to work okay. Obviously, the Jet Blaster one is meant for it, but I mean, the Worker performs just fine. These lips are a little bit sharper than I'd prefer. Because when I feel the lips on the Katana, it's actually really smooth. Whereas these are kind of sharp, edges right here. A lot more play in the magazine as well. These shift a lot more room, whereas the Katana does not. This isn't necessarily like a bad thing, I'm just noticing it for the first time as a new half dart user. But it feeds, it loads. It fires just fine, easy to pull out, reliable. Drop that system, drop this one in. No, it's fine. The CETA, I can take everything right off the cuff. All right, what first? Let's do Katana. Stock breach.
Thanks, Bret. What a team player.
I got you, buddy. I definitely got you. It's fine.
Hey, let's see how much left. That'll be fun. I've got 2 at the chamber.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
I think you got me.
Hey! Got him! Go for him!
That stock breach, though. That stock breach. Sita, best performance ever. Oh my gosh. Oh, got me. Thank you.
Hit. Oh God, I did not see that! Hit. Thank you. Sorry.
I'm gonna try other one now.
Ready, green team?
Yeah.
Are we?
Ready now.
Hey!
Yeah, that look cool. Half-Dart Mags.
I like the blue matching this, but that's just a cosmetic thing. Whoa, jeez, I can barely see those shots right now.
Okay. I'm gonna move out of the way of that FD.
Someone got, was that you that bounced it off the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're fine.
I'm in. Oh, shoot, I closed the breach. Greens. Whoa. I'm down. Shoot. I gotta reload my entire system. Oh no. I dropped my Katana mag somewhere.
Over there.
Good to know. That's my other mag. That's my only other one. Yay!
What about 3D printed mags like Katanas or Vorpals?
Who are you?
I'm Tentacles.
I thought you were Alice Coat Duck.
I wish.
Oh shoot. That's right, I completely forgot about 3D printed magazines. And I still didn't even answer which is better, the Katana or the Talon. Well, let's just address that really quickly. I would consider the Talon and the Katana to be in a very similar category because they're injection molded pieces. Now, not that 3D printed magazines are bad, because they're awesome. It's fantastic that people have come out with various designs of 3D printed magazines, and thank you, Ton, for actually giving me one of your very own katanas. They are very easy to produce if you have a 3D printer. You just get a nice spring from FoamBlast, and bing, bang, boom, you've got your own magazine, and you can make it as long as you want, or short as you want. But these, I think, fit my playstyle a little bit more because I sometimes abuse my gear, meaning that I'll drop things, I'll lightly toss, I don't want to say throw, because I don't throw magazines at people, but you know, things fall, and sometimes things get squished, and so I trust myself more with these kinds over these. Not to say that I wouldn't run this, because I totally will, but I also think that it's easier for me, in my case, to buy more of these than to commission someone to make me 3D printed magazines. And again, that's just my taste. I'm sure it's different if you have a 3D printer, or if you're maybe even trying to save money because you have those resources already. 3D printed magazines might be for you. But also for purposes of this review, I think these are more appropriate, like, to be direct competitors. And also that's kind of nixing out the full-length magazines, right, that have the half-dart channels, because I've used some of those in the past. Which is better? I ain't gonna answer that. You know I'm not gonna answer that, because there is no correct answer to which is better, the Talon versus the Katana. This one has been around for a little bit longer, so for those of you, I think, have already invested in katanas, or you know, you have like 5 already and you're wondering, oh shoot, should I buy like just all of these, or should I just get more of these? I think it might not be a bad idea to just get more of these, unless you really like the design of this more. I really don't see a problem with going with Talons, and the great news is that these are available everywhere, and not just from Lightake and F-Strike Worker Kit, I'm pretty sure, right? But these are available from other community members like OutofDarts and FoamBlast, and I'm sure a couple other places too, and they're not very expensive. I think $9 is how much they run for, which is, I think, very reasonable for this piece. The adapter's 3, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's still not very much. These are available too. OutofDarts has these in stock, the clear versions at least right now, so if you've had a problem just getting a hold of them, well, you might be able to. But they are more expensive. That is hard to ignore. I see some dirt in the channel as well, right here in the center, from a previous game I used it at, so you know, maybe I'm not also a huge fan of having it in the center, but it's still, you know, easy to come apart and I could clean that off. Whereas this one, I actually see some dirt at the bottom, but that's what happens when you play on a muddy day. So let me know what you think of these down in the comment section below. Are you old school, because they're now old school katanas, or are you all for the new stuff, Talons? Or, I mean, are you 3D printed for life? Because that's also technically an option. I'm trying to be inclusive, guys. I know, I just know nothing about half-darts technically, so here I am. I have things. But I'm also curious to see if Worker will now make an exclusive half-dart blaster that takes these. That's kind of what I'm curious about too. We shall see. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you later.